Welcome back to the channel, guys. Daryl here from the D&D Man Cave, my little slice of heaven here, right here at home. And we are unboxing some new miniatures today. These are Dungeons and Dragons miniatures from 2008. They're all from the same set, and that is the Dungeons of Dread set. And we have about 26, I do believe. I've got these for a complete bargain on eBay. And I'm looking forward to terrorizing some of my players with them. And if you are one of my players watching this, which one are you looking forward to fighting first? Let's get started. So first off, we have this guy, and he is a warrior white, 17 of 50, and diamond means uncommon. So yes, I did learn the rarities for this video. We'll just pop him down over here. And we have this rather striking figure here. I actually like this one. It's quite a nice, unusual one. Let's take a look what it is. It is a Lamia, 30 of 60. And the star denotes that it's a rare miniature. So that's cool. Always good to get rare miniatures. If he goes out of focus, guys, I'll try and get it back in focus ASAP. Oh, unmistakably a gnoll. I like the detailing on the shield, the patchwork. That's awesome. The spear's not too bent either. So you do tend to have a tendency to have a lot of bent minis here. Okay, we have a gnoll marauder. He is a circle rarity, which is a common. I do quite like him now. Next up, this was a really cool miniature. I really liked this when I saw it. I love the pose. It's obviously a Warforged of some description. Yeah, we've got a Warforged infiltrator there, diamond rarity. So it's an uncommon. Pretty good for a PC miniature, and we have a second one of those. We do have a few duplicates in the set, unfortunately, but it is to be expected with these bundles. And speaking of duplicates, we have a second gnoll here, exactly the same sculpt. Pop him down there. And this is one that I recently used in a session. One of my players took a spot at guest DMing, and this was my character, Prince Brogan. And he is a Everfrost Ranger. Okay, next up, we're sticking with the smaller miniatures for now. We have a Grick. Pretty cool sculpt there, nice and colourful. It's a common. And we also have a second Grick. It's never bad to have more than one of a sculpt. In fact, some things you can get away with having many. And I was talking about this earlier with one of my players who hates spiders. And I said, I've got more spiders than anything because every bundle I buy tends to have a new spider mini. And and we was having a laugh about it, but yeah, this is a, let's take a look, a death jump spider, and that is a common as well. Nice sculpt, quite like that. Not very detailed on the paint job, but it does what's required. It's very menacing. And next we've got a little fella, goblins. Goblins are one thing I can never get enough of. A whole army of goblins I hope to have one day. I'm doing well. I've got quite a few of these little guys. Yeah, it's a Goblin Picador, common. I do quite like that. It's pretty cool. Got the quiver for his harpoons or javelins there. Okay, sticking with the little fella here. We have, let's take a look at this shield. Oh yeah, it's got some nice patterning on the shield there. Maybe a holy symbol, maybe? Am I right? Yeah, halfling paladin. Diamond rarity, so it's uncommon. Next up, I quite like this. I like the colour and the contrast on it between the dark and the bright orange. And I think something's bright like that, it often spells danger. So running into this in a giant centipede, running into this in a dark dungeon with that bright flash of orange just before it attacks be awesome. Yeah, it's a common. Chaos pincers. Oh. Paladin's gonna get it. Okay, we've got another one that would be good for your player characters here. Very striking white hair, obviously some kind of ranger. Let's take a look at the back there. Quite like that. I'm not sure whether that's been touched up. Maybe someone added a bit of shade in. It seems shinier than the rest of the model. Maybe not. Let's take a look. Either way, it looks pretty cool. Oh, baloney. That's baloney, not baloney. And that is a rare. That's a rare miniature right there. It's always good to have those rares. Oh, here's one I quite like. Very striking indeed. Love the stance and the pose of the sculpt. Some nice dark tones, rich reds. Very nice. Let's take a look what we got. Ascendant Hell Sword. Another rare. We're doing good on the rares, guys. When I knew that this was only part of a set, I did expect most of the rares to be missing, but it turns out that most of them are here, I think. Oh, we got some kind of Warforged Iron Defender or something, maybe. He's pretty cool. That would make a good companion there, maybe for the ranger. See if we can get that right in so I can read it. Iron Defender, circle rarity, so that's a common. Very cool. Okay, so we're moving on to the slightly bigger miniatures now. So this one, I'm not really sure about this one. Looks quite sinister, but looks like a gimp, should I say that word. There we go, we got demonetized before we ever got monetized. A rune carved eidolon, and that's another rare, number 49. Very cool. We'll just pop the bigger ones at the back there. Okay, let's take a look at this big fella. We have two of these. Oh, I'm looking forward to popping these on the table against my players. This is going to be pretty awesome. Well, I recognise this straight away. This is a hook horror. No doubt about it. I actually really like playing these as a DM. Yep, hook horror. Diamond uncommon rarity there, number 57. We have one and another one of those. We have two. And then next, sticking with the beaked creatures, we have this crazy looking vulture. Now, when I look at this as a DM, I imagine it being very talkative. Maybe not so much an enemy, but very cunning and sly, that would maybe want to get the party to do something they really wouldn't want to do. Maybe get them to attack its enemies. Let's take a look what it is anyway. It is a Vrock. That is another rare. You can see the star there. That is really cool. Let me know at the end of the video, guys, if you watch to the end, which miniature is your favourite, and I will let you know mine at the end too. Okay, next we have something that's going to come in handy for many different scenarios. We have a wolf, and I do believe, being large, it could be a dire wolf. Yeah, we got that dire wolf. Diamond rarity there, so we have an uncommon. That's really cool. Okay, we have two more here the same. and I actually really like this sculpt. That is very cool. The way it's reaching out with its claws. It's a griffon, not a griffin, a griffon. And that, again, that is a rare miniature. I think I really got lucky with all these rare miniatures, guys, to be honest. Let's pop him at the back because he is obscuring some of the small miniatures there. And we do have another one of those. So we could actually have like a little colony of birds that are protected by hook horrors here. I always like to think of scenarios as I go through these unboxings, getting some ideas in my head. Now, who recognises this fella? Oh, nice. Liking the sculpt on there. Oh. Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds. Can you get the name? For all you veteran DMs out there, it is a Balanoth. And again, another rare miniature. Really like that one. Really do. Okay, let's pop him over here next to the Vrock. Looking good. Okay, so we got 2 more miniatures left, both nice and big. We have unmistakably an Etin. 2-headed giant here. Love the axe, love the club. Chain work around the waist. Got some nice armor going on there. Check out them fangs. Check out his fangs. Very cool. Yeah, let's pop him front and center. And one last one is the Fey Hydra. WizKids have released a few Fey miniatures, some big ones, but this is the Fey Hydra, and it is another rare, so we did really well on the rares. This is a much smaller Fey Hydra there, and that is your lot, guys. Okay, so my favourite, I think I'm going to have to go with the Vrock. What's your favourite, guys? The Vrock. Coming a close second, just for nostalgic purposes, I'd say, oh sorry, just knocked the camera there. I'd say the hook horrors coming in a close second. Sorry, I couldn't English there for a moment. So let me know in the comments which one is your favourite, and if you are one of my players, let me know how worried you are. I will see you all next time. Take care.